Hey, welcome to Cal's Barn. Today's going to be a little different. Usually I'm talking about making tools or working on this 64 GTO back here. But today I'm going to be talking about working on this Cub Cadet back here. I'm trying to get the mower deck off, and unlike most of you out there, I'm sure, I'm not real good about maintenance. I haven't pulled that deck off in 2 years. So when I took it off this time, I couldn't remember how I did it last time, and I made a mess of it. I messed up the adjustments and I spent hours trying to get it straightened out. I did look on YouTube to see what I could find, but I didn't find anything that was quite like this one. Most of them were about cadets that had a manual PTO, and first thing you did was lower the deck and release the PTO, and then you just took the belt off. There was a belt guard that you removed and the belt came right off. It's not the case on this one. Don't have a manual PTO. The belt's always tight. So it's a little different way to remove it. And in addition to that, I found a little issue with getting it off because I lowered the anti-scalping wheels down quite a ways, which made it harder to get access to loosen the belt. So I've got a hint for solving that as well. I'm not going to cover everything about taking the mower blades off and sharpening them and putting them back on. Basically putting everything back on is just the reverse of taking it off. So let me move the camera, get a better angle, and show you how I did this. So the first thing, for a little background, this is an XT2 Enduro Series Cub Cadet LX 50-inch signature cut. It does not have a manual PTO, and I've put these wheels down. Actually, there's one more notch they can go down, but they're the second lowest hole, so let's raise the deck up. Consequently, when I put the mower down as far as it'll go, it's still on about number 2 on the lever. The numbers on the lever, at least with this model, do not correlate to the height of the blades. They're simply a number. The higher the number, the higher the deck, but it doesn't correlate to inches. So anyways, in the other videos, the first thing they do is lower the deck and release the PTO. The problem is there's no PTO to release on this. These belts are always tight. Also, there's no belt guard up here in the front because the belts are always tight. So there's no belt guard to release. The trick is to release the belt, you have to get back down here. There's a square, 3/8 square on the idler pulley mechanism, and you have to get to that. What some of the other videos showed is using a short extension, but on mine at least, I can't get in with that extension because perhaps because of the height of this deck with the wheels, it doesn't fit in there. I can't get over this and under this bar that lifts the deck. So the first thing I have to do is remove this plastic cover. That uses 3 3/8 bolts, and I can get to these two with the gun. That makes it a little easier. But the back one has to be done manually, and that takes a little more time. And once that's removed, now hopefully you can see there's a little square right there. You may have to clean the grass off of yours to get to it. I had to clean mine off. And you want to get in there. Have to play with the adjustment on that to get it lined up properly. Put that in there, and then now I can, whoop, popped out. Now I can pull that forward and release the belt. Be careful, don't just let go. This thing will pop back pretty bad, pretty hard. That spring's tight. Now the rest is pretty much like the rest. of the videos, but I'll go over here. Well, I got that one in good. Might have to take a screwdriver to pry it out of there. So to finish lowering the deck, you want to pull these pins. Now you can see I changed mine. I didn't like dealing with those hairpin clips they put in there, so I changed my clips. You can buy those at Tractor Supply. I happen to have some leftovers and from another project, and just use those. The easiest way to get those out, I find, is with a larger wrench. And the bottom's not, I gotta lower this a little bit more. That wheel's not on the ground. There. That'll take more of the load off of it. Yeah, that's loose now. It may make this easier to get out. Yeah, not much. Let me get a bigger wrench. Oop, that one was too easy. I've been using those clips for the last couple of years, and I haven't had any problem with them coming off. So now that that's on, that's loose. Do the same thing on the other side. And I do this, I take the back ones off first because they come off easily. And the one in the front, sometimes I have to move and rotate the deck just a little bit. It's real tight, and I have to rotate the deck just a little bit sometimes in order to get it off. So let me go pull the one on the other side. All right, now the two sides are loose. I got to loosen the one on the front. Let's see if I can get the camera moved again to where you can see what's going on in the front. All right, the clip in the front is right down here. So that pulls out, and with any luck, and this time it pulled out. Sometimes I have to twist that mower deck just a little bit to get it to come out. But now the mower deck is completely free. You can pull it out, change the blades, sharpen the blades, whatever you need to do, clean it up. There are two more things you need to do before you pull the mower deck out. I almost forgot to mention these. You should pull this arm out this way. Some people recommend taking it off just so if you move the tractor around you don't bend it. And raise the height adjustment all the way to the top. That'll get the arms up out of the way so that you can pull the deck out sideways. Putting it back together, you reverse that. And I always like to get this one back in first because of the, again, I may need to rotate that mower deck to get it in. So once that's in, now the back is easy to reinstall. Basically, you just reverse the whole process. Put that pin in, put the cotter pins or the hairpin clips into the back two, and pull that idler pulley forward again so you can get the belt on, and you're good to go. You don't have to mess with any adjustments at all. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully this video will help somebody out there. If so, don't forget to hit that like button, maybe even subscribe, find out about some of the tools I've made, modified, upgraded, and some of the work I'm doing on this 64 GTO. Thanks again for watching.